Some people feel like they respect their parents a lot, so when it comes to their marital life, they would just, have to cling to whatever their parents is saying. And I feel like if your parents are spiritually inclined, if your parents are spiritually sound, and they respect your level of spirituality, so to say, when it comes to the aspect of your marital life, they will tend to respect your decision. Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is GracieGee. If it's your very first time on this channel, I'm so excited and delighted to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming back. Yes, in today's video, I'll be sharing and discussing with you guys questions to ask your partner before marriage. Yes, and I'll be highlighting and discussing this point, so come along with me, join me, sit down, relax as you enjoy this topic. Obviously, I believe you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone, you shouldn't be dating or courting someone that you are not planning marriage with. Yes, because there is no point, and there's no point to be playing around. Yes, because in the Christendom we don't even play around. Yes, so I'll be highlighting these questions and discussing some of them, and I would like that you guys have proper time, to discuss these questions in your relationship. You might not necessarily rub it on your partner's face, or just do some certain things to ask them, but you can just to keep your relationship going, to keep your relationship thriving. There are some things that you need to trash out. There are some things that you need to know where you stand. You need to know the level of your knowledge, yes, as regards some certain topics. Yes, and the very first thing I'll be talking about is the very first question is, what is your vision? Yes, you need to ask your partner what their vision is, their life goal, their purpose. Yes, because I believe that there is certainly something that God has initiated in the heart of every individual to accomplish here on earth. Yes, you are not just living, you are not just existing for being alive sake. Yes, there's something that you are created, there's something that you are made to accomplish. Yes, and you need to ask your partner, what is that vision? What is their life goal? What is their life purposes? Yes, because without that vision, you will not be able to move forward. Yes, you will not be able to thrive in that relationship, and it is not even advisable to be with someone that does not know where they are going. Yes, for both genders, you have to know what your vision entails. You have to know what you are doing. You have to know what your plans are. Yes, even before you can decide that you want to take someone over to you. Yes, before you can decide the relationship aspects. Yes, so you have to ask them, find out what their vision is, find out what their life's purpose is, find out what their ambition is. If you are going into full-time ministry, yes, you have to know what you are, you have to know what you are heading to. Yes, you have to know what you are getting yourself into. And if you are the career person, if you are the ambitious person, you have to let them know, so that you'll be able to carry them along and see how you guys can work hand in hand. And if you're a business person, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to make your partner know, you have to make your partner realize and let them know how they will plan their lives with you. I'm sorry for the background noise. Yes, please bear with me. Yes, so I'll continue. Yeah, so the next question you need to ask your partner is, what is your relationship with your family like? Like, what is their commitment to their family or to their work. Yes, for instance, there are some people that in their families there are certain family traditions, and what I mean by tradition is like there are some certain things that they are already used to doing. Like maybe for every Sunday after church, they don't go to their homes immediately. They don't go home immediately. They maybe eat out, have a nice time after service in church. Why for some, there are some particular days that they pick for family outing, family picnic, family get together, and so you need to ask that question, to know how their relationship with their family is. Don't just assume that, oh, when I get married to this person, this is what we'll be doing, this is how our weekends will be, this is how our alone times will be. You have to inquire from them what they do in their family. For some people, they just love to be with their parents. Maybe if there are some certain holidays, maybe Christmas, maybe there are some certain, what I mean now. There are some people that they just want to be with families. They don't want to, be on vacation. They don't want to be on travel vacations. They just want to spend time with their families. So you need to ask your partner, what is your commitment to your family is? What is your relationship with your family like? How do you do things in your family? How do you spend the holidays? I know you guys get what I mean. Yes, so that is just it. And also their commitments to work. Are they the ambitious type? Are they very, very committed to their work? How would they be able to balance family and work together? Is it going to be a problem? Is it going to be, you have to sit down and talk about this thing so that you will know how far and the level of which you are going in the relationship. Yeah. So the next question I'll discuss is their convictions towards the relationship. You need to ask your partner, what is your convictions? Would they have the courage to walk away? What is their convictions towards that relationship? I believe for every relationship there should be a certain thing that you want in that relationship. You cannot just come and meet a lady now, for instance, and say, oh, I would like you to partner with me in the journey of life. I would like you to be my other half. I would like you to, be my wife and the mother of my kids, and all that comes with proposal and the likes. There's something that should be driving you towards that person. There's something that should be, that should be keeping you going in that relationship. So you need to ask them, what are your convictions? What are the things that you think will help us thrive in this relationship, that will keep us going in this relationship? It's not that at certain times you will now see something else, or you would be in a particular situation and you would feel like you can't do the relationship anymore. And for every relationship there will always be challenges. Yes, so you need to stay put to your convictions. You need to stay attached to your convictions. You need to know what will keep you going for that relationship. Yes. And that will lead me to the next question you need to ask your partner, which is, do you think your parents would influence your decision, or do you think that they would want to influence your decision even in this relationship? And if they do, how would you handle it? Yes. For some people, they would say that, oh, my parents is this, my parents is that. I honor and respect my parents so well, I cannot disobey them. So if they say I should not get married to this person, if they say I should not be in a relationship with this person, I just have to obey them. I'm not disputing the fact that we should not obey our parents. Of course, the Bible teaches us to obey and honor our parents in the Lord. Yes. So you have to, ask your partner, would your parents, is his parents or is our parents going to influence the decision in the relationship? And if they do, how will you handle it? Yes, because like I said, some people feel like they respect their parents a lot, so when it comes to their marital life, they would just have to cling to whatever their parents is saying. And I feel like if your parents are spiritually inclined, if your parents are spiritually sound, and they respect your level of spirituality, so to say, when it comes to the aspect of your marital life, they will tend to respect your decision. Because if you are a kind of person that in your normal daily activities, you speak to your parents, you relate to them what God is saying as touching the family, what God is saying as touching the business of the family, what God is saying as touching individual in the family. When it comes to your marital life, when it comes to some certain decisions in your life, I don't think they will be able to influence that. You can't just say, oh, because I've discussed this person with my parents, oh, mom, dad, this is the person I would like to spend the rest of my life with, this is the person that God is leading me to, and you just say, oh, okay, you can go ahead and pray along with me, and then they will now come back and tell you, oh no, this is not, you don't have to be in a relationship with this person, don't go into, I'm not seeing this person with you. There is a level of understanding when it comes to spiritual things, because if you really want to do marriage the right way, you have to do it in God's way. Marriage is an institution by God, so you have to do it in God's way. You have to do it with God's principle. So you cannot decide your marital life based on, because your parents say they don't want this person, they don't want this particular tribe, they don't want this. Yes, so you have to have your stand. You have to be able to stand, like I said, you have to stand on your convictions. Yes, because definitely they will keep you going. Yes, and even if your parents are saying, this is not the right decision for you, don't be in a relationship with this person, we can't allow you to marry this person, you have to take your stand, and even take your stand in the place of prayer. If you believe God led you to this person, if you believe God is leading you or has led you to be with this person, to spend the rest of your life with this person, you have to finish that in the place of prayer. Yes, you have to keep God in it, and somehow in a way, you will see that even as you do these things in the place of prayer, you will see that your parents' decision will get influenced because you have done that in your secret place. So don't just come out and say, oh, I can't disobey my parents. My parents said that we cannot get married, we cannot do this, we cannot do that. You don't just have to make your decisions based on your parents. You have to stand on your own. Yes, you have to stand on your own. So this will take me to the next question, which is conflict resolutions and methods. You need to ask your partner, how would we handle conflicts? Of course, there will be conflicts. There will be misunderstanding. Yes. So you need to ask your partner, when there is misunderstanding, when this conflict comes, how do we solve them? How do we handle, this conflict? For some people, they believe that they would just want to calm down when there is conflict and then come back to it. Or are you like me, that I just want to treat it sharp like when they happen, let's just handle it in the right way? Or are you some people that they believe that they want to rant, shout, and get out, and then come back to handle the misunderstanding. So you need to ask these questions. You need to sit down together. You need to rub minds together to ask your partner, when conflict comes, when there is conflict, how are we going to handle this conflict? How are we going to maintain our our resolution? What are the methods that we are going to use to handle this conflict? And I know that many people say that, oh, third party, they don't want third party in their relationship, but there is no how that you will not, when the conflict comes to an extent that you have tried all possible means, you've tried all possible means and method, and it's not there's no solution coming to it. There can be people, of course, there should be people in your life. There should be people in your life that you should be able to, bring to solve that matter. I'm not saying that you should go about reporting your husband or reporting your wife or your partner to people, but there should be people in your life that will be able to, help you. There should be people in your life that you look up to, that will be able to help you, that will be able to, make you do some certain things in your relationship. And that is why it is not good for you to be with somebody that does not have an authority over his life or her life. Yes, it is not advisable, to have somebody that does not have somebody they reference, somebody that they can, bow to, somebody they can that can influence their decision, that can influence some certain things in their life. Yes, you have to know these things and how you can handle them. And it's not that you, like I said, it's not that you go about reporting your partner or in resolving conflicts. It's not that you both will be shouting or ranting on yourself, that even the third person that is living beside you or your neighbor is hearing that, oh, brother and sister Lagbaja are fighting again, or mommy Nkechi is arguing with daddy Nkechi, so to say. So you need to be able to solve, you need to be able to lay these questions before your partner and ask them how you would solve them. Yes. Another question I will be discussing is when it comes to genotype, genotype, health issues, and cultural backgrounds, and also yes, when it comes to denominations. So first, I'll start with genotype. You need to, I believe, before you even get to say yes, before you get to be in a relationship with this person, before you decide, you would have asked them about their genotype. We're in a society that it's everybody now knows what is genotype is. And please, if you don't know what genotype is, you need to go and Google it. Yes. Yes, we have different kinds of genotype. Yes, where there's AS, there's A, there's AC, there's SS, there's SC, there's CC, and some other variants that are coming to play. So you need to know your partner's genotype. Of course, I know by now, and if you don't know, like I said, go and Google it. You should know that as a genotype, as a person that has a genotype of AS, you shouldn't be with somebody that has the same genotype AS with you. Yes, if you are an AS person, you should marry somebody that is AA. Yes, so just go and Google that if you don't know. Yes, so you need to know their genotype even before you accept to be in a relationship with the person. And cultural backgrounds, you need to talk about these things. What is their culture like in their family? Like I said, you need to know their family background, health issues, and what is their health history in the family, and what is maybe diseases or sickness. And when I mean diseases, I'm not talking about HIV, I'm not talking about You just have to know their health history in their family. Are you diabetic in your family? Are you are you hypertensive in your family, and like the rest. So you need to find out their health history. You need to find out, oh, are you asthmatic? Because when you get married and you see maybe your husband or your wife showing these signs, you shouldn't just sit or start fidgeting, or I don't know what to do, what will I do. You now start calling pastor, or you now start calling mommy or daddy. This person is doing something, I don't know what to do. So you need to ask your partner, is there a certain age in your family that there are some certain sickness, or there are some certain signs and symptoms that have to come along with aging. You need to sit down and ask these questions. You need to find out about their family background, what they do they have any family tradition, do they have anything that has to do with cultural references in their family. And I also like to talk about denomination, church denomination. Yes, are you a Pentecostal, or your partner is from the Orthodox background? Yes, so you need to, level these things up. You need to come to common belief. Yes, you need to have a common belief. Yes, does your partner believe in some certain does your partner believe in some certain things when it comes to denomination? Maybe when it comes to, there are so many denominations out there. For instance, does your partner believe in the Holy Spirit baptism? Does your partner believe in speaking in tongues? Does your partner believe in... There are some crucial topics. Yes, there are some faith-based topics you need to relate with your partner, so that you guys can be able to talk and trash this out. Yeah. So the next question I'll be discussing is, you need to ask your partner, how did your last relationship end? Yes, you need to know these things. Like, what caused the breakup, what happened, what led to ending the relationship. Was it that there was not enough trust? What broke the trust? You need to ask some certain questions, so that you will know how you will be able to build your own relationship. And if you're with a partner that they never had a last relationship, like your relationship is the first of its kind, yes, you need to ask some questions like, how do we build trust in this relationship? How do we keep mutual understanding between ourselves when things happen? How do we handle it? How do we, there are a lot of questions you need to ask as regarding your relationship. Yes, and this will take me to the next question. As sexual intimacy being a problem, as sexual intimacy being a part of their last relationship. And when it comes to talking about this particular topic, you need to present it in a way that you will not feel all cozy and all you know what I mean now. Like, you will not be all hoosed up in a particular place and you're trying to wind up and the emotions are coming. Yes, you need to have this talk, you need to have this discussion with them at the right time, in a proper place and in the proper positioning. Yes, when it comes to, and I believe that they should be open up about if sexual intimacy had been a part of their last relationship. They should be opened up. And I think as believers, we know that we should not engage in these things. Yes, and when it comes to sexual expectations, you should be able to open up with your partner, be knowledgeable. Yes, and that is why I said at the beginning of this video, don't be in a relationship with someone that you are not planning marriage with them. Yes, because when you are dating or courting somebody and you are aiming towards marriage, there are certain questions, there are a lot of questions you need to discuss, and that which will show seriousness and responsibility towards the relationship. So you need to talk about these things, you need to be knowledgeable, and that's why I said you don't have to be in a place that it's all causal, it's all cuzzled up and you are whining and the emotions are coming and everything. So you need to responsibly treat this particular topic. Yes. And are they kind of people that they want to try new things, or they want to stick to some particular things, or they don't want to do some things when it comes to doing the do when you guys are married? Yes. So you need to talk about these things. You need to read books on them. And I would say it again, not that you are talking or reading books or getting knowledge as regards this particular topic and then you want to explore, under the marriage covenants as believers that we are in. We need to keep ourselves. Yes. And so the next question that I'll be talking about is, you need to ask your partner, what kind of family do they hope for? Like, how do they want their family to be? Is there a particular lined up criteria that they've already envisaged their family to look like? And when it comes to family, yes, you are now trying to build a family. That's when the kids will now come in. Yes, like how many number of children would you want? Is it 2, 3, 4 and the likes? Yes. How would you want to raise your kids? By what level of discipline will you want to build with them? Are you a kind of person that you believe in spanking your kids, or you just want to scold them and sit them down, talk to them, relate with them, be friends with them? Or you're a kind of person that you just want to just do it as it comes, like whatever you want to do, both if it's. And I just believe that when you are trying to discipline your children, do it in love, like the Bible preaches. Don't do it out of anger. Don't do it because, when I was your age, this is what my parents did to me, this is what my dad did to me. No, I believe that we are learning, and there are some things that you, as an individual now, that you experience during childhood, that you will not want to pass on to your kids, you will not want to pass on to your children when you are a parent. So you have to learn these things, you have to talk about them. And in raising your kids, how do you want to educate them? What is your plan for their education? Would you want them to be in a public school or a private school? Would you want them to be day students or boarding students? And you have to know the belief systems, like what are the systems that you would have to set in place so that they will be able to have a smooth and running education. Yes. So the next question that I'll be talking about is asking your partner about gender roles and responsibilities, like gender expectations in the home. So you need to discuss about what kind of roles and responsibilities that you would want your partner, or you would want to see in your family, like who is in charge of the running of the home, who keeps the finances of the house, who does certain things in the house. For example, for some people, for the kind of backgrounds that they've come into, like the kind of backgrounds that they find themselves, some people believe that they can do both. Like maybe, for instance, they find their dad doing some certain things, maybe for grocery shoppings, for house chores, for cooking, and you will hear some people say, my dad has never cooked, why would my dad cook, and blah blah blah. So you need to discuss these things. You need to set these rules in place and responsibilities of what you want in your family. Some people believe that, oh, it is the woman's responsibility to keep the running of the house, like maybe the chores, anything that has to do with cooking, the kitchen, anything that has to do with that, and why it is the man's responsibility to keep the finances, the school fees, the providing of the needs of the family, paying of the bills, and like the rest. So you need to discuss about this. What responsibility do you want your partner to have? How do you want this to be done? And like the rest of it. Yes. And so the next question I'll be talking about is relocation expectations in marriages. Yes. Are you a kind of person that you believe that God has said to you, God has spoken to you that this is where you would build, this is the land of which you would stay and be fertile and be fruitful? Or you are someone that you want to, relocate, you would want to do some other things, maybe advance your career, and you will want to do that in another country? Are you going to relocate before marriage or after marriage? Are you going to, bring your family along? You have to, discuss about your relocation expectations and how you want them to play out. Yes. So the next question I'll be talking about is very interesting, which is in-laws. Yes. And the topic in-laws is a wild topic you need to talk about in your relationship. Do you believe that your parents or your in-laws, your brother or your sister-in-law could come over to your house could come over to your house to live with you or to spend maybe some weeks or some months? Do you believe in spending on your in-laws, like sending money to your in-laws? For some people, they feel like they would want another account. Maybe there is going to be another account for your in-laws, that if there's going to be any spending or any giving we are going to do for these people, is going to be from this account and nothing else but from this account. Are you a kind of person that you just want to spend on your in-laws, not regarding taking permission from your spouse, or you are just going to do it on your own? You have to talk about it. Do you believe that when maybe you just put to bed and you just give birth, and do you believe that your in-laws will come and stay over, spend a month or 2 or 3? You have to talk about the range and how long that they are going to stay. Do you believe that when your in-laws come around, you have to give them you have to serve them a certain portion of meal? Or there are so many, like I said, it's a wild topic, so you just have to think and bring a lot of questions out of these things to trash out. And when I talk about what kind of family you would like to have, I skipped a particular thing, and I would like to say it now. Like, do you believe in birth controls? Do you believe in contraception? What kind of contraception would you want to have? What kind of birth control would you want to stick to for your family? You have to be knowledgeable about this. You have to know the one that works best for you and the one that has advantage for you and your partner. So, and this and more, you just have to do a lot of research and getting yourselves together to answering these questions with your partner. Yes. Yes. And the last but not the least, which is on my list, the last but not the least question I'll be talking in this video is dress code. Yes, you need to sit with your partner and ask them certain questions as regards the dress code, and a lot of controversial topics that are in this particular question. Are you a kind of person, maybe for the man, you don't like your partner being in tight clothing or being in skimpy dresses? Not too skimpy, like maybe shorts, even the Bible preaches moderacy. Yeah, so we have to be moderate in our dressing. So for some, they believe that, oh, they would like their partners to be on jewelries, to be on hair, to have their hair made up, to be on makeup, to wear makeup, to, you know, have some certain things to wear trouser. And that is why I said there is a lot of controversy as regards the dress code. So you have to come together to trash out this topic, and you know, you have to also do this. You have to be knowledgeable about it. You don't have to do it because you want to please yourself. You have to check the motive in your heart. Even as believers, we are to dress moderately. We are not to expose some part of our bodies, some certain part of our bodies that are not supposed to be seen. Yes, you have to cover up. Yes, so this will take me to the end of this video. Yes, it's a wrap. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've been blessed, and please, I would like you to leave your suggestion in the comment section below. Leave your comments if there's a question that you want me to trash out, and if you have other related questions to this particular topics, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Yes, and turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. Till I come your way in my next video, I remain your girl GracieGee. Don't forget to also like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Yes, so I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye bye.